Hi, welcome to Yoga TV. My name's Amanda D. Yoga is a great practice to do when you are pregnant because it helps to strengthen and open the body, relieving any aches and pains that you may have, and it also helps prepare you for labor. Today I'm going to cater the class to people who are in their first trimester, but you are welcome to take this class at any moment during your pregnancy. I have been practicing yoga now for about 15 years and have continued to do so all the way through my pregnancy. I am now 25 weeks pregnant and I'm feeling great. However, in my first trimester, I did find that I often felt nauseated and tired a lot. So if that is the case for you, this is your body telling you to rest. And please listen to this. Don't ever push yourself while you are pregnant. Take it easy. Your body's working really hard right now, creating a beautiful being inside of you. Also, do make sure that you have water nearby. You want to take little sips throughout the class. Okay, so let's begin. So you can have a couple of blocks. If you don't have a couple of blocks, you'll be fine. Have a cushion nearby though. I'm going to start facing forward on my mat. And you're going to cross your legs. We're going to begin with a breathing exercise. It's always great to do some pranayama, some breathing exercises, again in preparation for birth. Sit tall through the spine, pressing down evenly through both your sit bones. You're going to lift the shoulders up and then just roll them back. And then relax the shoulders down away from the ears, shoulder blades on the back. Start to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. And you can even bring one hand onto your baby, one hand to your heart center. Now as you inhale, breathe into your belly like you're inflating a balloon. And as you exhale, you should feel your belly descend back towards your spine, hugging your baby nice and tightly there. So as you inhale, you inflate the belly like a balloon. And as you exhale, hugging the abdomen in towards your baby. A few more times like that, inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Now see if you can do the same thing. Inhale into the belly and draw the breath all the way up towards your top hand to the heart center. And as you exhale, empty the heart center and then the belly draws back and in. So now you're filling a little deeper. Inhale, fill the belly, fill all the way up to the top hand. And then exhale, emptying from the top to the belly drawing in. A few more times, inhaling. And exhaling. Nice deep breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more like that. Breathe in. Get taller through the spine. Exhaling. Relaxing the shoulders, 1 more. Inhale, belly to the top. Exhaling from the top, hugging your baby towards you. Now take your hands together in front of your heart. We're going to open with one arm. Take a deep breath in. Allow the eyes to gently float open. You're going to interlace your fingers with the right index finger just behind the left. Press the palms forward as you exhale. And then inhale, lift the arms up alongside your ears, releasing your shoulders down. You're going to take an exhalation, press down into your sit bones. Then inhale, see if you can get a little taller through the side waist by pressing the palms up towards the sky. Now as you exhale, you're going to twist from just above the navel. Relax the shoulders, inhale, lift up. See if you can go a little bit deeper as you exhale. Take one more breath in. Then exhale, take your right fingertips behind you and your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Try not to push with your hands. Inhale, lengthen, twisting, using your core center. Inhale. And maybe you can look all the way over your right shoulder. Nice. Come back to the front. You're going to take your hands behind you. Maybe you can lower your elbows down to the floor and open your legs out into a big V shape. Circle the ankles in one direction and then change direction. Just releasing any swelling you might have in your ankles. Now you're going to cross your legs now with the left leg in front, so the opposite shin in front. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Interlace the fingers with the left index finger behind the right. Exhale, press the palms forward, and inhale, the arms lift as the shoulders release down. Exhale, press down into the sit bones, and then one more inhalation to lengthen the side body. As you exhale, you're going to twist towards the left, again from just above the navel. Inhale, relax the jaw, exhale, twist a little deeper. One more inhalation. Left fingertips behind you, right hand to the outside of the left thigh. Again, not pushing with the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twisting towards the left a little more. Last one, inhale. And now maybe you can look all the way over your left shoulder. Come back forward and then extend your legs forward. Now, if you're in your first trimester, you still have space. Your belly won't be poking out just yet. So you can have your legs together, big toes touching. If you're further along in your pregnancy, open your legs a little bit wider to give space for your baby. Draw the flesh back from the sit bones. Flex the feet. Inhale, lift up tall through the spine. And then as you exhale, you're going to hinge forward at the hips, folding over your legs. If you need to adjust your legs a little bit, go ahead and do that. You never want anything pressing into your belly. Just breathe in behind the hamstrings. Inhale. You might find that you can't go as low as you used to be able to. Inhaling. Just warming up the back of the legs there. Feet still flexed. A couple more breaths. Lift yourself all the way up. And you're going to make your way onto your hands and knees. If it ever hurts to have your knees on the floor, then do place a blanket or cushion under the knees. Have your hands slightly forward of your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Wrist creases parallel to the front of the mat. Spread your fingers wide. Now we're going to rock the shoulders slightly forward and inhale into a cow spine. As you exhale, pull back and round, look towards your navel. So you're rocking your baby. Inhale, forward, look forward, belly in. Exhale, rocking back, looking towards your navel. Again, inhale, press into your fingertips. And exhale, rocking back. Now you're going to lift the right leg back behind you. Inhale, back toes turning down to 6 o'clock. Then as you exhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. Inhale the right leg back. Either knee to nose again or move your shoulders forward, bend the elbow straight back and do a little push-up. Press up, inhale, and exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg back. Either knee to nose again or exhale, a little push-up. Elbows in. Inhale, press up. Exhale, knee to nose and round. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose or push-up. Press up, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, breathe in. Either knee to nose or a little push-up. Press back up, inhale, and bring the knee back to where it came from. This time you're going to press your hips all the way forward into kind of a modified up dog. You can control the back bend there, so if it's too much, just pull the hips back. Shoulders away from your ears, inner palms pressing. And then exhale, open the knees nice and wide and sit back to child's pose. Bottom to heels, resting your forehead towards the floor. Breathe deeply into your lower back. Nice, soft, relaxing breaths. And then bring yourself back up. Okay, the same hand position, hands slightly forward, knees under your hips, fingers spreading. Inhale, lift the left leg back behind you. Lift through the lower belly so you're not arching your lower back. And exhale, knee to nose and round. Inhale, left leg back. Either knee to nose or move forward and bend the elbows halfway. Press back up, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose and round. Inhale, leg back, belly in to support the spine. Exhale, push up. Press up, inhale. Knee to nose and round. Inhale. Either knee to nose or a push up. Press up, inhale, just keeping your arms strong there. Exhale, knee to nose. Last one, inhale. Exhale, either a push-up or again, knee to nose. Press up, inhale, bring the knee down to the floor, exhale. This time you're going to press back to child's pose with the toes tucked under. Again, knees wide to give your belly some room there. Just stretching out the feet. We tend to get swollen ankles when we're pregnant, so stretching the feet helps keep the circulation. And then biceps up, triceps down, moving into down dog. If your hamstrings are tight, bend the knees so you can lengthen through your lower back. Pressing your belly back to your thighs. If your hamstrings are open, you'll be able to straighten your legs. Again, biceps up, triceps down. Get long through the spine. Press into the fingertips. You're going to lift the right leg up to the sky, hips square. Again, your toes are pointing down to 6 o'clock. And then as you exhale, you're going to draw the knee towards your nose and step the foot to either the outside of the right hand or between your hands, depending on the space that you need. So if you see, I just have my knee out to the side of my belly there, my inner foot grounded. Your front knee is over the ankle, gaze is forward. You're going to lower your back knee down and just press your hips gently forward. Heart is lifted. Deep breaths into the front of that left hip flexor. Now you can always place your hands onto your blocks if your hamstrings are tight. Or if you don't have blocks, that's fine. You'll have the knee slightly bent in the front. If you can straighten the leg all the way, go ahead. Press the big toe mound down in the front and reach your heart forward, almost like you're doing a cow spine, a back bend. Stay there, 3 breaths. Breathing out 1, 2 breaths. And out. Lift your kneecaps. Last one. Keep the back leg nice and strong as you bend through the front knee. Climb your hands up onto your front leg. You can adjust your feet if you feel a little wobbly, so you've got a wider stance from side to side. Bend the back knee, lift the lower belly and lengthen your tail. And then straighten the back leg all the way. Feel free to keep your arms down if that feels better to you. Otherwise, you can lift your arms up alongside your ears. Palms face each other. Try to bend through the front knee a little deeper. Keep lengthening the lower back, reaching through the fingers. This pose is called high lunge. A few more breaths there, in and out through the nose. Face soft, jaw soft. Nice even breaths. Take one more inhalation and then stepping yourself back to down dog. If down dog is ever too much, you can also have your knees on the floor and do cat and cow instead. Notice the difference between the two sides. Now lift the left leg up and back, hips square, so you're not lifting that left hip up. Strong back leg, and then exhale the knee to the nose, lift your hips super high, high on your back tippy toe. Either step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, or between your hands. Giving yourself lots of space for your belly. Back leg is straight, heart reaches forward, and you can be on your fingertips. So you're using your legs more than placing all the weight in your wrists. Now lower the back knee down and press your hips all the way forward. So now you'll feel the stretch in the front of your right hip flexor into the right quad. And maybe even at the back of the left hamstring if your hamstrings are tight. Focus on your breath. And then straightening through both the legs. Again, if the front leg doesn't straighten, you can always put blocks under your hands or keep the knee slightly bent. Otherwise, pull that left outer hip back, left leg nice and straight, reaching the heart forward like you're in a little bit of a back bend. Press the big toe mound down in the front. 3 breaths. Breathing out 1, 2 breaths, and out. Just one more there into your hamstring, nice strong legs. Exhale. Bend through the front knee, keeping the back leg strong. That's your anchor. You're going to climb yourself up onto your front leg. Bend your back knee, lift through the lower belly, lengthen your tail down. Now keep that strong lower belly as you're straighten through your back leg. Hands can stay on your front leg or lifting your arms up alongside your ears. Shoulders relax down. Clearly lift the arch of your front foot by moving that front knee slightly to the left. Deep breaths. And it is a little bit of a balance here, so if you feel wobbly, you can always keep your hands on the floor. Couple more breaths, lifting the gaze. Back heel reaching back. Hands to the floor, breathe in, and then stepping back, down dog, breathe out. Stay here, we'll come to child's pose. Some of you will come through vinyasa, coming into plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees down, a little push-up like you did before. Press it up, hips forward, shoulders back. Maybe you can lift your knees up off the floor if that's okay for you. And then lift through the belly, down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forward, knee over the ankle. Tap the back knee down, press your hips forward. Lift the gaze. Exhale, straighten the legs and fold. Bend through your front leg. High lunge, or keep your arms down on the floor. Hands to the floor, everyone, down dog as you exhale. Lift the left leg up and back, breathe in. Hip square, exhale, knee to nose. Step the foot between your hands. Tap the back knee down, press your hips forward, breathe in. Straighten the legs as best you can and fold. Either low lunge, hands down, or raise your arms up to high lunge, breathing in. And then hands to the floor, down dog, breathe out. Roll forward to plank pose, inhale. Either back to down dog or lower the knees, little push-up. Press up to a modified up dog. Some of you will lift the knees, down dog, exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Tap the back knee down, push your hips forward, lift the gaze. Straightening the legs and fold. Raising up, high lunge, inhale. Now this time we're going to open up to warrior two. So adjust your feet so your front heel is in line with the arch of the back foot. Try to get your front thigh parallel to the floor. You want to lift the arch of the front foot nice and clearly. Lift the arch of the back foot nice and clearly. And settle in. Lift through your pelvic floor muscles like you do when you're doing your Kegel exercises to create strength in the deep lower core. Squeeze your legs in. Face soft, gaze soft. Straighten the front leg. Turn your back toes slightly in and reach forward. Press down firmly through the big toe mound down in the front. Either hand onto the shin. Try not to lean into the leg. So the hand just rests there. Or take your fingertips to the floor on the outside of your right leg. Keep pulling the right outer hip back as you spin your heart towards the sky into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lean the head and heart back. You may feel a stretch now in your right inner hamstring. Keep firmly connected down through the left outer foot. A couple more breaths there. And there's a slight twist just above the navel as you turn your body up to the sky. Soften the front knee and lift yourself up. Back to your warrior two. Place your right elbow onto the right thigh, left hand on your hip. See that the front knee's checking over your little toe. Some of you might even be able to take your fingertips down to the inner heel. Otherwise, keep your elbow on your thigh. Spiral to look up. Now circle the left arm forward and up. Breathe in. The arm back and down. Breathe out. Inhale the arm forward and up. Back and down. Exhale. A couple more times. This is called side angle pose. Parsvottanasana. Exhale the arm back and down. Last one, inhale. The arm back and down, exhale. Bring your hands to the floor, heel toe your foot to the right and lower your back knee down. Be on your fingertips and you're just going to reach that right leg back. Now ground down your palms under your shoulders, your left knee under your hips. You're going to bend your back knee and try to roll your right inner thigh up to the ceiling, the right outer thigh down. Either stay here or reach your left arm forward. Some of you might even be able to reach back for your right ankle. Kick the foot back, heart forward. This is a prenatal bow. 3 breaths. Breathing out 1. Belly is into support, 2 breaths. Exhaling, no straining. Last one. And exhaling. Gently release your back foot if you have it. Bring your knee down to the floor and then just sit back on your heels. Grab yourself some water. Take a few sips. Always making sure that you're hydrated. And let's do that on the other side. Come back into your down dog. Again, you never have to lift your knees. You can keep your knees down on the floor the whole time, especially if you're in your 3rd trimester. Inhale the left leg up and back, hips square. Exhale, gently step the left foot either to the outside of the hand, again giving your belly room. Tap the back knee down, press your hips forward, lift the gaze. Straightening both the legs and fold. Either keep the hands down, bend the front knee, or rise up to high lunge on the inhalation. And then open into warrior 2. Moving your feet into position. Front heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Track the front knee over your little toe. Lift your left hip point. And plug your arms into the sockets. Gaze is forward, straight down the middle finger. Deep breaths. See if you can lift your pelvic floor muscles. So making those legs nice and strong, preparing you for labor. Lots of squatting is necessary when you're going into labor. So we practice beforehand. Straighten the front leg, turn your back toe slightly in, then lengthen forward either hand to thigh, shin, no leaning on the leg, or hand all the way to the floor on the outside of that left leg. Spiral yourself to look up. The underside of the body is as long as the top side of the body. Feeling the stretch now in the left inner hamstring. Firm connection of your right outer foot pressing down. If this ever hurts your neck, you can always stay looking to the side or even down at the floor. Shouldn't feel any strain in your neck. 2 more breaths. Soften through the front knee, coming back up. Through your warrior 2 to bring in the elbow onto the thigh. Right hand on your hip. Adjust your feet if you need. Try not to lean into the shoulder. Some of you will bring the fingertips down to the inner heel. Left sit bone wraps underneath you. Inhale, reach your right arm forward and up. Exhale the arm back and down. Right arm forward and up, inhale. Exhale the arm back and down. 2 more, inhale. Warming up that right shoulder. Exhale back and down. Last one. And arm back and down. Bring your fingertips to the floor, heel toe your left foot to the left. And then bring your right knee down. Reach your left leg back behind you, bringing your hands under your shoulders. Draw the belly in and bend the back knee. Either stay in here or reach your right arm forward. Some of you may be able to reach back and hold on to the top of that left foot. Flex the foot and kick the foot back if you have it. 3 breaths. Inner thighs slightly squeezing in towards each other. 2 breaths. Last one. Gently release the foot. I'm going to sit back either onto the heels. You can also put a cushion under your bottom or a block between your feet. Some of you might even be able to pull the calves back, create a little space, and sit down between the heels. Shouldn't feel any pain in your knees. You'll feel the top of the feet stretching, the quads stretching. Sit nice and tall through the spine. Reach your arms forward and then come into reverse prayer behind your back or hold into your elbows behind your back. Lift the heart. Deep breaths. If you've got your prayer, press the thumbs towards each other. Move the shoulder heads back, everyone, and draw your lower ribs in. This just creates more space across the chest, as well as opening the legs there. This position will help circulation of the legs, circulation of the blood around the legs, should I say. Make tight fists and then reach your arms up. Bring your hands next to your knees, lean slightly forward. A pose that's always great to be doing during yoga is actual squat pose. Now your heels might not touch the floor, that's fine. If your heels do touch the floor, you want to be able to lift the heart up. Press the elbows to the inner knees and press the heart towards the thumbs. Just a few Kegels here. Take a breath in. Now as you exhale, you're going to see if you can wrinkle up the pelvic floor muscles all the way up to the top, like an elevator is going up in your body. And as you inhale, you softly release the pelvic floor muscles. So the exhale, feel the pelvic floor muscles wrinkling all the way up. And then as you inhale, you softly relax and release them down. A few more times like that with the breath. Exhale, wrinkling them up. Lifting all the way to the top. The inhale, try not to let them just pop down. Gently release them gradually down. Exhaling, lifting. So you want to get used to doing these exercises as much as you can every day, a little bit here and there. Inhale, releasing. You can do this while just simply sitting in a chair. Exhaling, lifting. And inhaling, releasing. Just straighten the legs out after that. Parallel your feet. And then if you feel like you're suffering from heartburn or dizziness, just stay in a flat back. Weight over the arches. Otherwise, you can fold. So maybe you can grab yogic toe lock, bend the elbows out to the side, and pull yourself down. Lift your kneecaps. Deep breaths in and out through the nose in your Uttanasana. Relax the neck, shoulders lift. And then coming back to where we began, bringing your knees down. This time, if you've got a cushion, sit yourself up on a cushion. Coming into a cross-legged position to close your practice. Sit tall, sit well. And just like when you shake a snow globe and the snow falls all the way down to the floor, you want to feel that with your energy. Everything just settling down, grounding you into the earth. Stay in there, just take your hands, both your hands this time, to your baby. Just take a moment to connect to this life force that's grown inside of you. You're now connected to another human being more than you'll ever will be. Unless, of course, you have another child. But just feeling this wonderful bond that you now have. Feeling how when you inhale, your baby is rocking. And when you exhale, the baby rocks slightly. So just soothing, not only for you and your nervous system, but breathing nice and deeply is soothing for your baby. Allow the eyes to float open and release your hands down. Thank you for joining us here at Yoga TV. My name's Amanda D. Have a wonderful day.